Aloha, I'm Dave Chun, paddle designer at KIALOA Paddles, and the paddle I'd like to talk to you about today is the Foti steering paddle. The Foti steering paddle is the oldest paddle in our paddle lineup. I've been building this paddle for over 20 years. I started off building the first Fotis out of wood. Originally this paddle was a paddling paddle, and it was from the 80s. It was the paddle that Lanikai Canoe Club used. Lanikai is located in KIALOA, which is my hometown. As the years went by and we started to downsize the paddling paddles, we found out that that paddling shape that they had previously been using was an excellent outline for a steering paddle. The great thing about this paddle, and having such a long history with me shaping so many of them and having so many evolutions of it, is that as it sits now, it is a very refined product. I believe the reason this paddle has had such a long run in our line, like I said, 20 plus years, is because of the versatility of this paddle. This is the paddle that every steersman should have if they were choosing just one paddle. It's the first paddle you should choose in a quiver, the Foti steering paddle. The Foti is the ideal all-around open ocean steering paddle. It's 145 square inches, 9 5/8 inches wide, and 20 7/8 inches long. This paddle is designed to track towards the canoe when it's placed on the gunwale. This helps the paddle to stick. The other thing that we do on the steering paddles is we put this rubberized material. That also helps it stick to the canoe when you're poking. The blade angle is 5 degrees. Generally speaking, it's easier to control the canoe with a blade with less angle. The shaft is a triple laminate made of poplar, and the top is an ergo tee made of a dark wood walnut. So what type of steersperson should use this Foti steering paddle? Well, though this paddle was developed with two of the most elite steersmen in the business, Jim and John Foti, it's the appropriate paddle for steersmen of any level. In fact, this is the best choice in a steering paddle for a beginner. Many times what I see beginning steersmen doing is trying to paddle and correct the canoe. They do this because they think they're helping their crew, because they feel that poking is slowing them down. But the reality is, if you're paddling and the canoe is traveling off course, all you're doing is taking your crew further from where they're trying to go. This paddle is also excellent in regattas. It's light enough to use on the straights, and in a turn, it just makes the canoe spin so rapidly because of its size. So whether you're an elite steersman like Jim or John Foti, or you're a beginner, the Foti steering paddle is the appropriate paddle for you.